Hi guys, welcome to
Feed me good!
Today we are going to make Domino's creamy tomato pasta pizza. Also, we'll be sharing 3 very important tips to take your pizza to the next level. So make sure you watch till the end. So let's get started. In a bowl, add 250 grams of all-purpose flour, also known as maida. We are making 2 pizzas. In case you are making one, divide the ingredients into half. We are also going to leave the list of ingredients in the description section so you can have a look there as well. Add 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of salt. Mix the salt really well in the flour before adding any other ingredient. Remember guys, the most important and complicated part of a Domino's pizza is the crust. So make sure you follow the dough recipe well. Now add 30 grams of sugar, that is about 2 tablespoons. We are also going to add 4 grams or 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. Then we are adding water. We will add water little by little because different brands of flour absorb water differently. We are going for 60% hydration in this case, which will make the dough a little sticky, but it will give you the perfect Domino's style crust. We are just looking at mixing the ingredients in the bowl. Now transfer the dough to your countertop. Add 1 tablespoon of oil and keep kneading. We are going to use the stretch and fold technique, which is the best technique for a dough of this hydration. While kneading by hand, this will take about 10 minutes. If you use a dough kneader, then that will take you about 5 to 7 minutes. Remember, the dough will still remain sticky, but that is how we want it. Now it's time to put your dough for proofing. In the same bowl, add oil and make sure to cover the entire inner bowl properly with oil. We'll make a smooth ball out of the dough and place it gently inside the bowl. Add a generous amount of oil on top of the dough as well. If you add less oil, your dough will stick to the container and the cover. Cover the dough with a clean wrap. In case you do not have a clean wrap, you can just let your dough proof in an airtight container. The dough will double, so make sure that the container that you're using is big enough. Now let the dough proof in a dark, warm place for 2 hours. According to me, the oven is the best place to let your dough proof. While the dough is proving, there are 3 things that you should do. The first thing is making the pizza sauce. I have added the link in the description. Please have a look at that. This is the easiest and best pizza sauce recipe. The other thing that you should do is boil your pasta. After doing these 2 things, we will make the creamy tomato sauce. For that, we need 2 tablespoons of pizza sauce, 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, 3/4 tablespoon of pizza mix. I am using the pizza mix by Snap-in. Salt as required. Also 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Now we'll just mix everything together. Think about it guys, Domino's does not have the time to keep on making creamy tomato sauce. And also if you actually make the real creamy tomato sauce, the consistency is very unstable. This is their quick fix. In case you are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon and select all to never miss any of our amazing recipes. Coming back to the recipe, on your countertop, spread corn flour. This is corn atta and not the normal corn flour that we use for Chinese. In case you do not have this, you can also use fine semolina, also known as barik rava. After 2 hours, get your dough. See how beautifully your dough has risen. Now punch and remove the dough from the bowl. Now we will shape the dough into a ball. Tuck the edges below the dough and form a smooth ball. See how smooth our dough is. Now I am going to divide my dough into two equal halves. In case you are making only one pizza, completely ignore this step. Now I am going to shape both the pizza doughs and tuck the edges under. This is the first step in achieving an even pizza base without any cracks. Now is the time to form the pizza dough. Stretch it with your hands. Use whichever technique works best for you. You can also use a rolling pin, but I would highly recommend using your hands. A hand stretched dough is always better. Once we have stretched our dough, we will take a fork and prick holes in a pizza base. Make sure to avoid the sides because you want the edges to rise. I am going to use a pizza screen. In case you do not have one, you can just use a baking sheet. Just make sure to line it with a parchment paper. I would highly recommend getting a pizza screen though. I am putting the link of my pizza screen in the description section. Do check it out. Apply very little pizza sauce to the dough. Now we will discuss the first step of taking our pizza to the next level. Spray little water on your pizza dough, especially the sides. Closed ovens contain a lot of dry heat which dries out your pizza as soon as it goes inside the oven. This extra moisture prevents your dough from drying out. While I'm at it, I will also spray a little water on the dough I've kept aside. We are moving on to tip number 2. Whenever making a pizza at home, always bake the base with a little sauce before adding the toppings. So we are going to cook our base first. We are going to bake our base for 8 to 9 minutes. In a microwave convection oven, we will bake it at 230 degrees centigrade. Whereas in an OTG, we will bake it at 240 degrees centigrade. In the OTG, you just need the bottom rod on and the fan has to remain off while baking a pizza. Make sure that your oven is preheated and always remember that different ovens heat differently even at the same temperature. So make sure to check your base after 5 minutes and cook further accordingly. While our pizza is in the oven, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right now. Moving on. Now that our base is baked, we will assemble our pizza. Start by adding more pizza sauce. Initially we added pizza sauce to prevent the center of the dough from rising. Now we are adding it for taste. Then we will add cheese. I have used Amul's mozzarella cheese. I also usually sprinkle a bit of cheddar cheese. That is also by Amul. Add how much ever cheese you want. I am then going to add bell peppers. I'll be adding capsicum, yellow bell peppers and red bell peppers. You can add whatever you have. I am just going to replicate what Domino's adds on their creamy tomato pasta pizza. Then I'm going to add black olives. Next, I'll be adding boiled pasta. Domino's does not mix their pasta in their creamy tomato sauce, so even I'm not going to mix it. I'll be adding a prepared sauce on top of the pasta and on the pizza overall. After adding the sauce, you can add more cheese, more boiled pasta, more vegetables. That's absolutely up to you. Now we've come to a third and final tip. This time, instead of baking the pizza, we will use the bake and grill mode. So if you're using a convection microwave, you will turn on the combi mode on bake and grill. If you are using an OTG, you will turn on the top rod as well now. So now in the OTG, you will have the top and the bottom rod on. Again, no fan. We'll bake our pizza for an additional 5 to 6 minutes, no more than that, or else your cheese will start releasing fat and you'll get an oily, greasy pizza. Nobody wants that. Now our Domino's style creamy tomato pasta pizza is ready. slice it and enjoy it. Best part is you know exactly what went inside this pizza. By the way, Domino's has come up with another pasta pizza as well. It is called Moroccan Spice Pasta Pizza. If you want us to make a recipe video on that as well, do let us know in the comment section below. For this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down in case you didn't like it. But please let us know in the comments section what you did not like so that we can work upon it. Do give this pizza a try and let us know how it turned out. Thank you.